Hello. Do you want to improve your English in a simple and natural way? In this episode of From Zero to Strength, you will learn real American English through a powerful life story. Short sentences, clear emotions, easy words. This is Episode 5, He Almost Gave Up. A story about rejection, doubt, and the choice to stand again. Listen carefully, repeat key phrases, feel the story. Stay until the end and grow your English step by step. Let's start. From Zero to Strength, Episode 5, He Almost Gave Up. Chapter 1, The Long Night. Daniel woke up before sunrise. The room was dark and cold. He looked at the ceiling and did not move. He felt tired, not just in his body, he felt tired in his heart. For many months he worked hard. He trained every day. He studied every night. He tried to build a better life. But now he felt empty. He sat up slowly. His small apartment was quiet. The city outside was still asleep. He looked at his phone. No new messages, no new emails. He was waiting for news about a job he really wanted, a job that could change his life. He closed his eyes. "I did my best," he whispered, "but maybe my best is not enough." That thought stayed in his head. It did not want to leave. Daniel stood up and went to the kitchen. He made coffee. The smell was strong, but it did not help. He remembered his first day at the gym 1 year ago. He was weak. He had no confidence. People did not see him. He wanted to change. He wanted to become stronger, not only in his body, but in his mind. And he did change. He trained every morning before work. He stopped making excuses. He stopped blaming other people. But today felt different. He felt small again. Later that morning, he went to the gym. The sky was gray. Cold wind touched his face. Inside, everything looked the same. The same machines, the same mirrors, the same smell of metal and sweat. But Daniel felt different. He started lifting weights. 1 set, 2 sets, 3 sets. His body was strong, but his mind was tired. He looked at himself in the mirror. He saw muscles. He saw change. But he also saw fear. What if I fail? He thought. What if nothing changes? He put the weight down. His hands were shaking. Across the room, his friend Marcus noticed him. Marcus walked over slowly. "You okay?" Marcus asked. Daniel forced a small smile. "Yeah, just tired." Marcus looked at him carefully. "That's not just tired," he said. Daniel looked away. For a moment, he wanted to tell the truth. He wanted to say, "I feel like quitting." He wanted to say, "I don't think I can do this anymore." But he stayed silent. Marcus put a hand on his shoulder. "Don't stop now," he said quietly. "You came too far." Daniel nodded, but inside he was not sure. That afternoon, Daniel checked his email again. Still nothing. His chest felt heavy. He sat on his bed and stared at the wall. 1 year of hard work, 1 year of pain, 1 year of hope. and still no big result. A voice inside him said, "Maybe this is not for you." He hated that voice, but it sounded real. Evening came. The room became dark again. Daniel turned off the lights. He lay in bed and looked at the ceiling. "I can't do this forever," he whispered. "I'm so tired." For the first time in many months, he thought about giving up. Not because he was weak, but because he was afraid of failing. He closed his eyes, and that night felt very long. Chapter 2: The Breaking Point. The next morning, Daniel did not wake up early. His alarm rang. He turned it off. He stayed in bed. This never happened before. For 1 year, he always woke up before sunrise. He always trained. He always pushed himself. But today, he felt heavy. The room was quiet. The light came through the window. He looked at it and thought, "What's the point?" He sat up slowly. His body was strong, but his heart felt weak. He went to the bathroom and looked in the mirror. He saw the same man, strong arms, stronger shoulders, but his eyes looked tired. He splashed water on his face. "Get it together," he told himself. Still, he did not go to the gym. Instead, he walked outside. The air was cold. Cars moved slowly on the street. People were going to work. Everyone looked busy. Everyone looked sure. Daniel did not feel sure. He walked to a small park near his apartment. He sat on a bench. A mother was playing with her child. A man was walking his dog. Life was moving. But Daniel felt stuck. He took out his phone again. Still no email. He felt something break inside him. He stood up quickly. "I'm done," he said quietly. "I tried. It's enough." For a moment, it felt good, like a big weight left his shoulders. No more pressure, no more high expectations, no more fear. But then another feeling came. Sadness. Deep sadness. He remembered his first day in this city. He had one bag, little money, big dreams. He promised himself, "I will not stay small." He remembered the nights when he studied English alone, when he practiced speaking in front of the mirror, when he failed and tried again. He remembered the pain in his muscles, the days he wanted to stop, but he did not stop. Until now. His phone suddenly made a sound. Daniel looked at it fast. New email. His heart started beating hard. He opened it. It was from the company. His hands were shaking. He read the first line. "Thank you for your interest." His eyes moved quickly. "We regret to inform you." He stopped reading. The words felt heavy. He did not get the job. He sat down again on the bench. The world felt quiet. Cars moved, people walked, but he heard nothing. All he could hear was the voice in his head. You see, it was not enough. His eyes became wet. He tried to stay strong, but tears came anyway. "I gave everything," he whispered. "I did everything right." He felt angry, at himself, at life, at the world. For a few minutes, he wanted to throw his phone away. He wanted to stop trying. He wanted a simple life with no big dreams. Maybe I should just accept it, he thought. Maybe this is my level. The thought scared him, because deep inside, he knew it was not true. His phone rang. It was Marcus. Daniel almost did not answer, but he did. "Hey," Marcus said, "you skipped the gym today. That's not like you." Daniel stayed silent. "What happened?" Marcus asked. Daniel took a deep breath. "I didn't get it." There was a short silence. "I'm sorry," Marcus said softly. Daniel closed his eyes. "I think I'm done," he said. "I'm tired of fighting." Marcus did not speak for a moment. Then he said, "Come to the gym tonight." "I don't want to," Daniel answered. "I know," Marcus said. "That's why you need to come." Daniel almost said no, but something inside him said yes. That evening, Daniel walked into the gym again. He felt different, not strong, not confident, just broken. Marcus was waiting for him. They did not talk much. Marcus pointed to the barbell. "Lift," he said. Daniel grabbed it. It felt heavy. He pushed. 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. His arms were shaking. His face was red. He wanted to stop. "Again," Marcus said calmly. Daniel pushed again. His muscles burned. His heart hurt. But he did not stop. After the set, he dropped the bar and sat down. He was breathing hard. Marcus sat next to him. "You think this is the end?" Marcus asked. Daniel looked at the floor. "It feels like it." Marcus shook his head. "No, this is the middle." Daniel looked up. "You didn't fail," Marcus continued. "You tried. That means you're growing." Daniel stayed quiet. "Strong people don't win every time. They get up every time." The words stayed in Daniel's mind. That night, Daniel walked home slowly. He still felt pain. He still felt disappointment. But something small changed. He did not feel finished. He felt tested. And for the first time that day, he thought, maybe I'm not done yet. Chapter 3: The Choice to Stand Again. Daniel did not sleep much that night. He kept thinking about Marcus's words. This is the middle. The middle, not the end. Early in the morning, before the sun came up, his eyes opened. He lay in bed and listened to the silence. He had 2 choices: stay in bed or get up. It was a small choice, but it felt very big. His body felt tired. His heart still felt heavy. He turned his head and looked at his running shoes near the door. For one moment, he almost stayed in bed. Just one more day, he thought, just rest. But then he remembered something. He remembered the man he was 1 year ago, afraid, lost, invisible. That man wanted a better life. That man dreamed of this moment. Slowly, Daniel sat up. "No," he said quietly, "I'm not going back." He stood up. He put on his shoes. The morning air was cold. The streets were empty. He started running. At first, it felt hard. His legs were heavy. His chest hurt. But he kept moving, step by step. He was not running from failure. He was running toward strength. The sky slowly became blue sky. The sun started to rise. Daniel slowed down and stopped near the river. He was breathing fast. His heart was beating strong. He looked at the water. "I didn't get the job," he said to himself, "and it hurts." He took a deep breath. "But I am not the same person anymore." That was true. 1 year ago, rejection would destroy him. Now it hurt, but it did not destroy him. He felt something new inside, not happiness, not success, but power, the power to continue. Later that day, Daniel opened his laptop. He looked at the email again. This time, he read it all. At the bottom, there was one more sentence: "We encourage you to apply again in the future." He stared at that line. Apply again. Most people would ignore that. Most people would feel ashamed. But Daniel did not feel ashamed anymore. He felt ready. He opened a new document. He started to improve his resume. He wrote down his skills. He added his new achievements. He also wrote something else on a small piece of paper. "I do not quit." He put that paper on his wall. Days passed. Daniel trained. He studied. He improved. Not because he was sure of success, but because he chose not to stop. 1 week later, something unexpected happened. Marcus introduced him to a friend. This friend worked in another company. They talked. They shared ideas. 2 weeks later, Daniel got an interview. He felt nervous, but not afraid. During the interview, he spoke clearly. He did not try to be perfect. He was honest. "I failed recently," he said, "but I learned a lot." The manager smiled. Failure did not make him small. It made him real. Days later, Daniel received a call. He got the job. He closed his eyes. He felt thankful, but something was different this time. The job was good. The salary was good. But the biggest victory was not the job. The biggest victory was the morning he chose to get up. The moment he almost gave up and didn't. That moment changed everything. Because strength is not when life is easy. Strength is when you want to quit, but you stand again. Daniel stood in front of the mirror that evening. He saw a strong man, not only in body, but in spirit. He smiled. From zero to strength. And he knew this was not the end of the story. It was only the beginning of a new level. Did you enjoy this episode? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and check the full playlist to watch the whole series and improve your English.